There was once a group of monkeys who were in the forest, and one of them, old monkey, very old, very wise, many generations he had seen, many generations of monkeys had come and gone, and he was the wisest, the oldest among all. So one day in the forest, this story was told by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. One day in that forest, the king, the princess, everyone came, and they somehow got attracted to the monkeys, the princess. And they captured some of them, in fact, many of them, and took them to their palace and made them, gave them good place, good shelter in the gardens. They had huge gardens, in fact, forests in the palace. So, the monkeys were very happy. Almost the same kind of an environment, but every day the princess, the prince would come and would feed them with bananas and all kinds of, in the forest they would always be eating some, sometimes they may get good food, sometimes unripened food, all kinds of austerities, all kinds of difficulties. But then here they were pampered. So one day this old monkey saw a ram. A ram is a kind of an animal which has lot of fur, lot of wool, like a sheep kind of a thing. Entering the kitchen, it was also part of that community, like pet animal, and entered the kitchen, and it angered the cook. The cook came out with a burning stick in his hand. In those days probably they didn't have this present day stoves and burners with gas, so maybe they would have that firewood. So came out running with a wood in his hand, burning wood, chasing out this ram out of the kitchen. So as soon as this old monkey saw that, somehow this ram escaped. So as soon as this old monkey saw that, he called all his, fellow monkeys and said, we should immediately leave this palace. So they all were surprised. What happened? Everything is so good here. Life is so nice. He says, no, please follow my advice as soon as possible. Without any delay, we should just leave this palace now. He said, you should tell us. What's the reason? Why? So he explained that I have seen today a ram entering the kitchen and the cook chasing it out with a firewood, with a burning piece of wood. And I'm sure this ram is going to enter again and again. It's not going to listen. Next time it enters, if it's chased out or probably beaten with a firewood, and if it catches fire, because it has lot of fur, lot of wool on its body, it will run to the stable. Stable was nearby, probably the place where this ram was staying was next to the stable. And the stable has lot of hay, dry hay. And as soon as it runs with fire, the hay will catch fire. And then, when the hay catches fire, the horses will go berserk. They will keep running here and there out of panic. And they may even develop a phobia, phyrophobia. And I've heard that the only medicine for phyrophobia for the horses is fat of a monkey. So then these young monkeys who were there, he said, come on, this is far-fetched. So many interconnections are there. He will beat with the fire, and he has to catch fire, then he has to go to the stable, and the stable he has to catch fire, and then with that fire the horses have to get afraid, and then the news will reach the king, and the king will say that, okay, the medicine is fat of a monkey and all this thing has to, it's far-fetched. And here life is comfortable. If we go back to the forest, we don't know what kind of food we are going to get. Here we have all kinds of good delicacies available. So the wise monkey somehow couldn't convince them, and then he left for the forest. Next day, exactly like what the old monkey had predicted or told, same thing happened. The ram went to the kitchen, got fire, was chased out with the firewood, got fire, came running to the stable. The hay caught fire and there was fire all around in the stable. The horses started running in panic. And then those days as horses were the main, animals for defense. So the king, when the news reached the king, he immediately called for his, physicians, Ayurvedic veterinarians and things. And they said that if you have to defend your kingdom, if you have to keep the horses intact, if you cure the horses of this thing, only solution is fat of a monkey. So then where to get it? Then the king remembered that I have some monkeys in the garden. The princes are very fond of it, but doesn't matter. The safety of the kingdom, the horses are more important than these monkeys. So they caught hold of all the monkeys, slaughtered all of them and got the horses treated. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati told this story say that how Acharyas or devotees may sometimes advise because they have seen, they are experienced, they know the pitfalls, they have tread the path,